Solid Mind here. Today we are back for day number 4. Day number 4 of going live on YouTube. I know that a lot of you guys watch this after the fact, so if you're watching this after the fact, welcome. But for you that are live right now in the comment section, welcome to day 4 of posting on YouTube. Going live. My goal is to go live at least once a day this month. That's my commitment to you. So please subscribe. We have had quite a few of you guys actually subscribe recently, so really appreciating it. This channel is growing by leaps and bounds. Now, today I want to talk about buying technology. I have a little problem with buying technology on finance. So today we're talking about buying tech on finance versus buying tech outright. This is something that, I have a very strong opinion on, but that doesn't mean my opinion is right. Because when it comes to personal finance, it's personal. It's dependent on you. It's dependent on what you want, per se. Now, when you are looking to buy a device, let's say you're looking to buy earphones, looking to buy a phone, a tablet, a laptop, looking to buy a fridge, a washing machine, looking to buy anything. Even now when you go into the shop, you can use Klarna, you can use other applications where you can buy now, pay later. And I strongly believe that when you are looking to buy anything like technology, that you should not buy it on finance. I know it's controversial, but me saying that is me. I'm not saying that if you buy something on finance, that you have made a bad decision. No. What I am saying is that technology, I believe that when you buy it, you shouldn't feel like you're locked in for 3, 4, 5 years, or even 2 years or 1 year. I believe that if you want to buy technology, you should be able to pay for it outright. Because something happens when you buy something and you own it from day one. The way you treat that thing is different. So, for example, right, I buy all my phones outright. I don't buy them on finance. Everybody else buys them on finance. When I buy a phone with cash, I treat it differently to if I buy a phone on finance. When I pay for the phone, I feel like I own it. I feel like it's now mine. It feels different. I feel like I can get different phones if I wanted to. If I drop it, it doesn't matter. Even though it's still mine, it feels different. For example, if you buy a car versus leasing a car, when you buy a car, you don't feel the pressure afterwards because now you own it. There is no pressure of what's going to happen next month. Even if you have the financial resources to be able to afford the car every single month, being able to say, okay, I have bought this technology, I now own it, means that you now feel a little bit more responsible for that product or service or solution. And that's why I feel like, and also like one thing happens when you buy something on finance, you will always pay more for it. I want you to think about this, right? Why do you think when you go out shopping or when you try and buy something, they always push you to pay by card, right? The only places where they want you to pay by cash are places where they're trying to avoid paying tax. That's just a fact. So most places, when it comes to online shopping, will want you to pay by card. The reason is it's a behavior. When you are paying by card, especially paying for with finance, you are in a position of not really understanding the value of what you are getting. So oftentimes people will look at, can I afford the monthly payments when paying for a device or a car or whatever, instead of looking to say, hey, this thing is super expensive. And this is why, for example, I think sometimes people shouldn't get houses on a mortgage. You know what? I'm saying very controversial things. If you don't like it, comment down below. I don't mind your comments. When you are paying for something on finance, what will happen is that you will not look at the final cost. You will look at the monthly payments. And oftentimes people don't understand interest. That, for me, is frustrating. You are paying for the luxury to own something now, but you're paying more than it's worth so that you can pay it over a long period of time. And I understand it in terms of, okay, you want something, you can't afford it. And I know that, for example, Apple and a lot of partners like Klarna will do a no interest for 6 months and no interest for 1 year option. Why do you think that is the case? The majority of people who get something on finance will either default on it, will either miss a payment because life happens, or will stay on that payment plan for longer than they plan to. So, for example, they will say, buy now, pay within 6 months. That means you have 6 months to pay off the entire amount, either in installments or in one lump sum. Most people who buy on finance will keep buying on finance. What that means is that their lifestyle becomes a finance-driven lifestyle. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that for you to do that, you have to be very smart and calculated. Think about this, right? Have you ever got something on a contract or got something on a rolling basis and then realized a year later to say, oh, I'm still paying for it? When you have 30 different things coming out every single month, you will not pay attention. And then when you want to buy something new, what will happen is that you will make the mistake again of saying, you know what? I can afford £40 a month. But secretly, the phone costs £1,000. You're being charged 30% interest. Over the next 2 years, you are paying for £1,600. You're paying £600 just in interest. But all you care about is, I don't care about that. I just care about that specific monthly amount. I have a comment saying, hello, welcome back. Mortgages. Here in the UK, I'm in the UK, England, most properties purchased are purchased on a mortgage. When you buy a property, you have a few options. You can either do a help to buy scheme. That is where you pay maybe, let's say, 5% of the value of your property. Let's just say a house is worth £100,000. It's a very simple number, right? Another comment saying, how's it going? I'm doing good. Thank you for your comment. So if you're getting £100,000 house, if you, for example, get a 5% mortgage, you are doing a 95 to 5% loan to value ratio, right? So what that means is that you are paying £5,000 to get the mortgage or the down payment, and the remainder of the £95,000 is going to be paid in installments. Maybe over 30 years, maybe over 35 years. There's even 40-year mortgages now, right? Now, when you get that mortgage, there's always going to be an interest rate, right? There is always going to be an interest rate. On that mortgage, the way that it works is that when you get the 30-year mortgage and you now start paying your mortgage amount, I have a few comments saying life-changing, thank you. Another one saying say hi. I have AKBEN C3Z, thank you for saying hi. I have Alex Maki R7Q, thank you for saying hi. How you doing? Welcome back to my live. But yeah, so when you get a mortgage, right, the way that the mortgage providers work is this, right? They want you to get a mortgage. They don't want you to buy a house outright. Why? Because over 30 years, if that house is worth £100,000, the amount you would have paid back to the mortgage provider will most likely be £300,000, maybe £200,000. You will end up sometimes paying more in interest than in the value of the house. Why? Because when you get a house and let's say it's a 6% interest, right? The mortgage providers front load the interest. What that means is, right, the first 4, 5, or 6 years, you are not paying down the principal of the house. What that means is, right, if your house is worth £100,000, and let's say you have within 5 years paid off £20,000, the mortgage providers, what they do is, from that £20,000, you have paid most of that money as interest. So you pay the interest amount first before you pay off your house. So that means, like, if you are 10 years into a 30-year mortgage, the first 10 years is you paying off the interest. That means you've probably not paid a penny towards your house. Right? Another comment saying, how are you doing? I'm doing good. How much time since the stream has started? It's been 12 minutes. I am going to end the stream in about 20 minutes. So enjoy it whilst I'm here. So the mortgage providers will front load it, which means that you're paying interest more than you're paying for the value of the house. And as the mortgage gets towards the end, you start paying off your mortgage. What that means is that if you get a mortgage where you put a bigger deposit down, it means that the total you're going to pay will be less. The reason why I'm telling you, another comment saying, hi, I'm new here. Welcome, Faith, to my channel. This is Solid Mind. We make videos. This month, I am going live every day around the same time. My commitment to you is this. Because I'm going to go live every day, please subscribe to me. My channel is tiny, so I need it to get bigger. My goal is to get to 2,000 subscribers as soon as possible. So please subscribe if you want to. But yeah, so I believe that when you get something on finance, because you are not looking at the full cost of the product, you only care about the monthly payments, you will be caught out. You will buy things you should not be buying. And when you look back, you'll be like, hold on, I have paid this much for what? Right? Oh, thank you for subscribing, Faith. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. And come back to the channel. We'll be here. So that's why I believe that you shouldn't get things on finance, because you don't know what you're doing, especially if you are buying something and only looking at the monthly payments. Now, currently in this climate we're living in, we are living in a cost of living crisis. What that means is that, right, everything has got a price increase except your salary, right? So when you want to buy something now versus 10 years ago, it's going to cost you more money to pay for that thing. So we live in a climate now where when you're buying technology, it is very important to buy technology that gives you the most benefit for the least amount of money, but you shouldn't compromise on quality at all. You shouldn't. So when you are buying technology in 2025, especially now that we are coming towards the start of the technology cycle, you should be in the mindset of buying things that are high quality, but also good value. So, for example, if you're looking to buy a smartphone, you can't just buy the latest smartphone that Samsung releases. We currently, oh, 1 second, I have a comment from Faith. I just liked as well, and I'll be here again tomorrow. Thank you, Faith. Appreciate your comments, and thank you for liking. You know what? It makes a big difference. When you like a video, it tells YouTube that this is something that people like to watch. So more will come, right? So what I'm saying is this, right? We are currently in a cost of living crisis. We have just started the technology cycle. What that means is like from September up until next year, September, this is when all the 2026 products are going to start being made and released. So if you like phones, for example, all the phones that will come out in January, February next year for CES, which is the Consumer Electronics Show, they are being made now. For example, this few months, there are going to be a lot of new devices that are being released. And because now everything is going up in price, you can't keep buying the same technology without looking at the competition. I have been saying this for the last 3 live streams. You need to be in the habit of comparing. You can't just say, you know what, I have been buying this device for the last 5 years, so I need to continue buying it. For example, if you are a Samsung user, you can't keep saying, I'm going to buy the new Samsung device every year when it comes out. You have to look at what else can I get. Yesterday, on a live stream, I had a commenter talking about what's this phone called? I think it's like the Honor Magic 9, the Honor Magic 9 smartphone, right? I got a comment saying because I was on the live stream yesterday. Thank you very much. I have another comment saying, hey bro, I'm really sad because my mom is sick, but you cheer me up. Thanks. Thank you very much, Zach. I appreciate it. Sorry about your mom. I hope she gets well soon. That's sad. Well, I hope I can cheer you guys up. Really, I'm probably going to be here all night. Damn, that's okay. Wow. Thank you for your comment, Faith. If you want to stay on this live stream all night, feel free, but it has to end sometime. This is live, unfortunately. But you know what? You can watch my videos. I have been posting since 2015, and feel free to watch my entire videos. So, we are currently, let me go back to what I was saying, right? We are currently in the new tech cycle. So, as people that buy technology, we have to be in the habit of looking at other devices. If you are a Samsung user, look at Oppo, Xiaomi, Realme, OnePlus. Look at other providers. Even look at Apple. Because, right, for example, if you are a Samsung Galaxy user only, right, have you looked at the Galaxy A range, for example, right? Like, what do you actually use your phone for? I have done this exercise myself. I have sat down and thought, you know what, right? What do I care about when buying a phone? And I was like, okay, I care about battery life because I want to be able to charge my phone quickly and use it for the entire day. I want a massive, bigger screen. And based upon, hold on, I have a comment saying there. Why are Christians against dudes nailing dudes? Jesus got nailed by a group of dudes. If your Lord and Savior can be nailed by a group of dudes over the weekend, why can't you? That's an interesting question. I'm talking about technology, but we've gone into religion. You know what? I am going to answer your question. So if you're here to hear about tech, keep watching. But I have a comment talking about why are Christians against dudes nailing dudes? Wow. Okay. Do you want me to answer that question? If you do, comment down below. I don't want to go into religion unless you want me to on this channel. So I'm gonna wait to see if I get a comment say yes, you really want me to go into it. Okay, that's fine. So why are Christians against dudes nailing dudes? The answer is that Christians are against it because historically it has been something that A, has been done in secret, B, it is something that goes against Christian values and morals, because Christian values and morals are having a classic view of a family, which is having a mom, having a dad, and then they have children. That is the classic view of what a Christian family should look like. Anything that goes against having the family circle, which is husband and wife, then they have kids, Christians are against, right? Yes, but the point is Jesus got nailed by dudes. Okay, I think you're making a joke here, so I get it, because Jesus was nailed by Roman soldiers on a cross, so I get it. It's because he was a son of God, he would have powers not to have happened. That is true. He had the power to not go on the cross. If you look back in the Bible before Jesus was crucified, he went onto the mountain to pray. His disciples fell asleep. I'm going back into religion, right? And he was praying, saying to God the Father, saying, hey, I don't want to go on the cross, right? But I'm going to go on the cross, not because I want to go on the cross, because I enjoy it. So no, he didn't like it. But I want to go on the cross because it's going to fulfill your desire, your will, which is to save people. So this is the thing. If you don't believe in God or religion, what happened on that day was a person died. That's all that happened. But if you look at the historical account, Jesus didn't die by being nailed through the hands, through the feet. He didn't die because of that. He died because he had, was it a heart attack or something? Because when he got stabbed, blood and water came out. So it wasn't because he got nailed on the cross. It was because of something else. So I don't think he liked it. He died, and how does that impact our lives? It doesn't impact our lives if you don't believe in it. If you don't believe that him dying means anything, then it means nothing to you personally. And you know what? That's okay. For the reason why it's important is because him dying was predicted, was promised, right? I didn't think I'd be coming here to preach to you guys. This is Solid Mind, and we talk about tech, but I'm going to. You know what? You asked the question, so I'm going to, right? If you look back at any time before AD, I know AD like 4 or 5 was when he was born. It wasn't like AD 0. Before that, there was the If you look at the Torah, because the Bible didn't come at the time of Jesus, it came way after. If we look at the Torah, which is the Jewish holy book, it talks about prophecy, which means it talks about the one who made the earth is going to come back and die so that he can do something, right? Jesus dying means that he now has the keys to death. Before this, he did not have the keys to death. Now that he has died and came back to life, it means that he has power over death. So it means that now when we die, he has the power to control what happens when we die. Means that now when you die, it's not forever. It means that now if you believe in God and talk to him, when you do die and he does come back again, he's able to bring you back. That's what it means. But today, right now, on a Friday in November, if you don't believe in it, nothing happens to you personally. But him dying affects everything. Because when you choose to live a life of a Christian, you're basically saying, I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe he died. I believe that his death means that I am now saved, because before that, I did not have the ability to be saved. I had the promise to be saved. Jesus is like Santa, but a bigger myth. Yes, you are right. Jesus is like Santa if you don't believe in him. Because the thing is, right, you don't have to believe in Jesus Christ. I would actually prefer for people to be honest about what they believe in. You don't have to. You can continue going on your life not believing, and that's fine. Believing in Jesus Christ is basically saying two things. One, I want to live my life according to the principles and the values that Jesus gave me. Two, I want to have a relationship with God, because I believe that by having a relationship with the person that created me, I will have the ability to have eternal life through Jesus Christ and live on. If you don't believe that after you die, nothing happens, I understand why you wouldn't believe in God. I get it. Another questions. I don't believe in him. I am an atheist, but I'm always open to hear about people's views on Jesus. I don't think most people should go to church. I'm a Christian. The reason why I'm saying this is this, right? Being a Christian is hard. You are a certain supporter. That's fine. You can believe in whatever you want to believe in, right? I am not saying don't believe in anything, right? What I'm saying is, right, belief is personal, right? Somebody who's Muslim will believe in Allah. Somebody who's Christian will believe in Jesus Christ. Other religions believe in different gods. How many gods are there, right? So many. I don't care what you believe in. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't matter to me. It's a personal relationship. It's a personal choice that you make, right? So Jesus dying, being nailed by dudes on a cross, as you've said, means nothing if you don't believe in it. The same can be said about other religions. If you look at other religions, they have different gods, different belief systems, and if you don't believe in it, what happens? Nothing to you. So it's a personal decision. I believe it happened. I believe he died. I believe he's real. I believe he's coming back. So him dying is important to me. I believe in Zeus and all the other gods, but not Jesus. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. Belief is personal. Look what you made me do. I'm talking about religion here. This channel is not about religion, but I'm talking about it. That's cheeky of you, by the way, to bring religion into this. So kudos to you. But anyway, Do you want me to answer any more religious questions whilst I'm here? Because I can. So you know what? I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna let you ask me another question so I can answer it. I talk more about tech on this channel, so you can ask me a tech question. My bad. When I joined, I thought it was religious. No, it wasn't. But you can still ask. You can still ask. Solid Mind is a tech channel. We don't talk about politics or religion, but this is a live stream. And on a live stream, you can ask me any question and I'm going to answer it. When I post on my channel videos like once a week, whatever, they're just tech. Here, you can ask me a question. So please feel free to ask me any questions. I am going to answer them, which is fine. Yeah, because in your profile, 1 second, what does that say? So in your profile, you are suited up, and the name, oh wow, you know what? I didn't think about that. So in my profile picture, yes, I am in a suit. That is not me doing some churchy stuff. That's just me in a suit at an event, right? And my name is called Solid Mind. So my channel was not first called Solid Mind. It was called, am I back? Am I back? Am I back? Yes, I am back. I think my stream kind of played up. So for those that are watching, my name is Solid Mind. Before, my name was Sabertooth Solid. Then my name moved from Sabertooth Solid to Solid Mind, because I like the play on words with solid, you know, Solid Mind, Sabertooth Solid. I even had a channel name called Solid Solidarity. So it's just a name I liked. So please comment down below any questions you may have, and I am more than happy to answer them. I am waiting. You guys have literally 10 minutes to ask me any questions, and I'm more than happy to answer them. Come on, guys. I'm waiting. You know what? This stream has been the most interesting one I've done, this live. I began talking about financing. I began talking a little bit about, you know, what was it? Talking about why I think that when you get stuff on finance, you end up paying more than the original value. So you're paying for the benefit of not being able to own something outright, and you're paying for something you can't afford anyway. So please comment down below any questions, and I am more than happy to answer. I have answered religious questions today. I have answered questions about technology. I am a tech channel, so please feel free to ask me any questions whilst you have a chance. Today has been a marvelous day. Marvelous day in terms of the comments that I have received so far today. So please feel free to ask questions, and I'm more than happy to answer them. But you know what? I think I am going to end the stream here. So please come back tomorrow. I am more than happy to answer any questions you do have. So if you have any questions, I'm leaving in 2 minutes. Ask me now. This is your final chance to ask me any questions you do have. Religion, questions about technology, about financing, feel free. This is your final chance. All right, well, guys, thanks for watching. It's been a very interesting live, going from financing, technology into religion. But please like, comment, subscribe, and see you tomorrow. Peace.